Welcome back to another casual to competitive video. In this video, I'll be covering a strategy that can help you to create your own perfect warm-up routine. Before diving into the sections, let's quickly talk about the difference between players' warm-up routines. Every player is different. Some people might warm up faster than others, or they don't need to focus too heavily on one in-game mechanic versus another. This means all the videos out there that claim they have the best warm-up routine ever aren't really that true. They might work for the person who uploaded the video or even your favorite pro player, but that doesn't mean that they will work for you. A warm-up routine really has four key components: building, editing, aiming, and fighting. It is very important to cover building, editing, and aiming before starting your fighting, because fighting is a combination of those three, so you kind of have to warm them up before actually doing fighting. However, players can combine or shorten sections to fit their time constraints and their personal needs. Let's start off with building. A common way to warm up your building is by loading into a 1v1 map and practicing your free building. Your free building technique can be your high ground retakes, tunneling, and even doing some piece control drills in the air. The point of this section is to warm up your fingers to building and get them used to hitting the right keys. It's fine to make mistakes, so it's okay if you mess up here and there in your retake. That's completely okay. You're just trying to warm up your fingers. Next is editing. The most efficient way to warm up your editing is to actually do the piece control tunnels in Raider464's piece control maps. These tunnels have building and editing and require you to edit through the pieces you have just placed. This is very important because oftentimes in game you aren't really editing through pieces that you already own. You're usually placing the wall and then editing it afterwards. So you really have to get used to that edit timing. So in my opinion, for me, the best map that works is Raider464's Mechanics Training Map version 2. This is edit time and drills, edit crosshair training, and the piece control tunnels I mentioned above. You could technically skip over the free building portion of building and just do the piece control tunnels because you're actually building and then editing through. But this is up to you and your own personal preferences. Finally, we have aiming. If we look deeper at aiming, we have shotgun aim, assault rifle aim, SMG aim, and depending on the meta, maybe even sniper aim. So to fully practice all these portions, you kind of need a map that has it all there, because it'll be way too long switching between maps and doing 5 minutes there and then backing out and loading up into another map. So the best maps in my opinion are aiming specific maps. Raider464 and Don Wozy make amazing maps that cover pretty much everything to do with aiming. So now finally we have fighting. This is the most important and should not be overlooked. I heavily discourage warming up your fighting by facing off against a teammate or a friend. This is a common mistake and it only warms up your fighting skills against a player with a similar playstyle to that of your friend. I would recommend playing some realistic PvPs, because this is the most efficient ways to find players of all skill levels and varying playstyles. While this does seem a lot, the time it takes to warm up each section varies depending on each person. However, a warm up should be no longer than an hour. The worst thing you can do is warm up for too long and be tired and sore when you're actually load up into the game. In my opinion, for me, the perfect time is around 30 to 45 minutes. But again, that works for my needs and might not work for yours. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Next video will be covering your practice routine. Cheers.